All right, welcome to the walkthrough for the CS602 term project. This is for the end of term project dealing with a shopping cart style API. Right here you can see the code base. We'll walk through real quick. Everything's been split out into its logical components, services, routes, models, controllers, config, and GraphQL, along with middleware, which is handling our authentication between services. At the top level, we'll be instantiating the server.js, and just as an FYI, that is located in the source folder. So whenever we instantiate this API, we'll need to do it from source. So just a quick walkthrough of the API itself. The database connection information is within the db.js, and the environment variables that we have set currently are here in the env file. So you'll need to update this MongoDB instance locally for your own MongoDB database. Hopping back in, we do have Passport, which sets up the authentication using that token that we'll show in the example. Within our controllers, this is where we're handling most of our logic and error handling or fault handling as necessary. So we have one for order, product, and user. And then quickly we'll jump into our GraphQL schema that we'll show afterwards. Our auth middleware, this should protect most of our routes using that tokenization. So we do have the authenticate and then authorize admin. So only admins have certain access to certain parts of the API, as well as one must authenticate in to utilize the API itself. Our models, we have order, product, and user. And then our order routes, which will interact with our backend, product. I did add a bulk upsert here just to make it easy to add products for testing. And again, this will be within the Postman collection for use. And we have our user routes. And within our services, directly connecting to our backend. So common, get all, get by. We do have a few that are validate and calculate order, which are utilized for the order processing. Our product service, so we have our get alls, our get by product ID, create, update, and delete. And then our user services, which are listed out here. Okay, so let's hop into it. Move this over here. Just kill this instance. So again, top level within the project folder, and then node. We're going to make sure we're at source to start that up. And then we have some outputs letting us know where our GraphQL endpoint is at, and then where our API IP and port are located. So we've got the all clear. Let's go ahead and start with registering a new user. Our last one was Barry Allen, so let's try Bruce Wayne. Let's try VW at batman.com. And I am Batman. There's no validation currently with passwords, so there's no minimum or max length or special characters required. So any password will do for testing. And Batman is an admin. Let's make him an admin. All right, we have the user registered successfully. We're going to take this information to then get a token for authenticating into the rest of the org. Now, if we were to try an endpoint now, and just for quick informational, whenever a token is requested, we have a script in the back end. So if I were to authenticate Bruce Wayne, and you can see a successful token retrieval response from a prior endpoint call. We're going to take this token, apply it to our variable auth token, and that will automatically be applied to the top level of our Postman. So as you can see here, I removed this portion so there's nothing here, so we can test and show what happens if you try to make a call without the token. You should get unauthorized access. We can see that here in our logs too. User not authenticated. So an attempt was made to authenticate the user for this endpoint, and that failed. So now we're going to go over here. We're going to go get a token for Bruce Wayne. All right, login successful, generating token. So that's script again. We can come back up here and we see that we now have a token. So if I were to go back to that get all products, we can see that we now have a list of all our products. And the products for this particular instance for testing are snowboards. We have no other product other than snowboards. So let's get into some of the other endpoints. So I'm just going to start at the top and work our way down. I'd like to get some information about, actually, let's get all user details first. So let's do a get all. And that, you can see all my other users that exist within here. Now, if I wanted to get a specific, I'll take this ID and get user details. And since I'm an admin, I can make this call. All right, perfect. So that gave me the information for Johnny Storm. So I can do get users details. So that's a get by ID and get all user details. Now let's take a look. Let's jump down to our products. Again, we've already tested the get all products, but let's do get product by ID. Let's go to this endpoint right here. We've already used that one. Let's do a different one. Just for funsies. And boom, you're able to get that libtech Orca Travis Rice board by ID. Now, again, there is opportunity if you want to bulk update and add, you can. That'll help for testing. Again, this will all be part of the Postman collection. And then we just do a quick validate after the fact to make sure everything was there, which is just a get by. We did the category as well, so we can throw that query parameter in there. Okay, let's do get all orders, which there are a few test records already that have been created, so we won't see anything different here. But let's go ahead and remove this order by Reed Richards. So he's no longer going to utilize that snowboard. So we're going to come down here. I've got the ID of the order. All right, we have a successful order deleted message. Let's go back to our get all orders. So this one right here should we should no longer see a Reed Richards, and that is gone. And we can even get order by ID, test it out. That same order number. It should give us a order not found response. Now let's try get orders by customer. All right, so we'll do get orders by customer. Get my customer ID. Actually, let's go back over here so you can kind of show. Let's grab an order from, let's Let's see, Scott. This will be Scott's user ID. And the endpoint for that is orders /customer /customer ID. And this should return the orders associated with Scott Summers. Another the wrong ID. Let's do get all users. Double check our looks like I'm getting that as Batman. So maybe I got that wrong. Just a technical glitch during our walkthrough. I'm not going to stop the camera. We're just going to keep on rolling. All right, let's see. That's get all users. Oh, that should start user authentication. Sorry. Oh, that's products, not orders. You do get all orders. Might need some refactoring, but that's okay. So returning any. So let's do a quick search into our backend. That's right, we're not in our project. That's oh, the wrong instance. There we go. Get the right. Our orders. Oh, I guess we removed them. All right, so we'll take here. let's take a look at that. Okay, so what we're just going to do now is we're just going to create a new order, and then I'll troubleshoot that afterwards. We're going to create one for Bruce Wayne. So we'll take his information. And this would be for Bruce Wayne. And then for the product, let's take a look here. Product information. All right, we're going to go with this first one here, the Capita Megadeth. So we can put that there. And then, well, first off, let's see. Let's take a peek at how many there are. So it should be down the very bottom. So it says there's 5 in stock. So we're going to create an order. I'm going to grab 2. I think that's the updated ID. And we're going to send that in. Successfully, we are able to add or replace an order. Quantity of 2, total amount, which should be double since there's 2. Now let's go ahead and take another peek at, let's just get product by ID real quick. The same ID there. It should be 3. So we see the stock has changed from 5 to 3. And then we're going to update that order status. So essentially on the UI, we would check out and complete the order. But right now we're just going to set it to completed. So get the order by ID real quick. Let's see, I created the order. This is the order ID for that order. Shows it as pending. We're going to update it to completed. Throw this. Let's see. Right here. So this is the order number for that order that we just did 2. And it's not going to change the quantity at all, so actually we can get rid of this information. But it's really just going to take in that status, so we could move this information here, send, and then that moves that quantity of 2 snowboards to status of completed. And then if we just take a look at all of our orders, we should see that new order from Bruce Wayne for 2 Capita Megadeth snowboards, total amount $17.99. And then let's go take a look at, so here's the product information, just to verify again. And then we have that there. Now let's also, we can update the product itself, or add a product, better said. So let's do, update a product. So let's get that product ID. Should have got earlier. Here. That. Let's update that product. Now our original, I think we currently had a stock of 3 left over. So let's change that to, we got a big shipment in because that's a big board. Let's update that to say our stock is now 30. So if I were to, this is the original, now we've updated it, now we're going to see what, we're going to get information on that product. It should be set to 30. There we go. Now if we wanted to, we can go ahead and let's take we have a product that isn't really getting sold. Nobody really likes it, so we're going to get rid of it. Let's see this K2 Alchemist. Take our ID. And we're going to set that there. We're going to delete that product completely. Response message says success. So let's see if we can return that by ID, which it should say no. Product not found. And let's just do another get all, and that K2 Alchemist is gone. Okay, here we go. So utilizing the customer ID for Batman, we can see his order, which is now retrieving for the orders that are by him. And if we did all orders, we should see his order there. There's that Capita. And then this one right here from Scott, we're going to just get rid of that. Delete that order by Scott as well to show the operation. Deleted. I'm going to get all. See if this one by Scott with the Burton custom is gone. There we go. And I believe that wraps up all of our tests, or at least high level for a majority. If there are any questions, feel free to reach out. The GraphQL portion. So we have the 3 GraphQL endpoints. Let's just do a refresh on this so we can get clean data. All right, so we're hitting our GraphQL endpoint. We have the get all products query. You can see here. There's that. We have the fetch products by name. Let's do this. Let's do capita. Right. Something like that. Oh, product by name. There we go. There's our capita DOA, product by name. Grab our last query, which would be products by price with an S. Price. I'm just gonna use my text file with information already. So right here, we're going to do min price, max price from 2 to 1,000. And let's update that right here to be, let's just go 2 to 400. Boom. You can see there the query opportunities, the query mechanism for all products, product by name, and then products by price. All right, that concludes most of the walkthrough. Feel free to reach out with any questions, comments, concerns, especially running of the application itself. It does help to have this instance of the MongoDB available to check the data, as well as the running instance of Node. All right, that concludes this walkthrough. Thanks.